Hello, I'm doing an awesome double IPA versus review here. We have Bissell's Nothing Gold, Bissell Brothers, and Doubleganger from Treehouse. I've had a lot of Nothing Gold, like that beer. Only a Doubleganger, a couple times left. I should have done this right after I got the Doubleganger, because the Bissell is from September 16th, so it's over a month old, and the Doubleganger is from October 4th, so this one is a lot fresher, but they're both 8.2% alcohol. They're both kind of the second in command most popular IPAs from their breweries. Of course, Bissell's Swish is more popular, and I guess Haze, very hazy, and like King Julius are like the more popular ones from Treehouse. But they both have Amarillo hops in them. This one is Amarillo, Equinox, and Citra. This one is, well, mostly Mosaic, I believe, Alter Ego and Double and Doppelganger, but then they also use Amarillo. So maybe they're a good matchup. We'll see. And I guess I'll start maybe with a Bissell and try to sort of see if I can make sure there isn't a bunch of sediment at the bottom sitting in my fridge for over a month. So I've been drinking this batch a bunch, and it's pretty darn good. I haven't had it in a while, though. Hopefully it's still in good shape. Both these breweries, they really know what they're doing. Especially packaging-wise, I've never had an undercarbed or oxidized beer from either of them, or one that oxidized too quickly. So that is looking very nice. So let's do this one now. See if it looks a little different. Looks paler. Maybe not as hazy. Let's see. Oh no, they're pretty darn similar. Almost exactly. And the heads even look similar also. Hopefully I don't mix them up. So this is the Nothing Gold. Let's sniff it. Yeah, the Equinox throws in some incensey quality that I get from Nothing Gold. But pretty big on the just straight up orange. I think the Amarillo, at least that's the first listed in the hop bill. Maybe the Amarillo's the biggest on this one. And there's a little bit of that creamy creamsicle citra buried in there. And Doubleganger. Yes, you get that classic Treehouse yeast, definitely that sticks out. Even though I think it's milder in this beer than some of their other ones, but there's always a almost banana-like, almost Hefeweizen type yeastiness from their IPAs. I think some people have cultivated dregs from the can from Treehouse and analyzed the yeasts under a microscope, and one of them in the blend is definitely supposed to be very close to German Hefeweizen yeast, and it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm noticing quite a bit in there, and it's almost not covering up the hops, but making it hard to compare with the Bissell, because Bissell's yeast is rather clean. And that's one thing I really like about them. Like it's bringing out just a generic sort of candy quality and supporting the hops. Whereas this, it's got, I can smell that barley in there too. It's like it really tastes like you've just poured a little bit of a Hefeweizen into a double IPA. At least I'll start tasting the Bissell. Yeah, got a lot of nice malt flavor too in this one. Really orangey and not very yeasty. Finishes quite clean. Very nice, and they use a somewhat complex grain bill in here. I'm not sure what they use besides barley. Probably some wheat, but it has this dense orange cereal flavor that I really like. It's not very green. But there's that incensey, like sweet, spicy quality that I mentioned too that I'm getting, and then here, yeah, quite different. It's more in the overripe tropical fruit area maybe. And peachy because it's big on the mosaic. I always get peach from well hopped mosaic beers. Mouthfeel is definitely softer than Treehouse. That's their characteristic. It's not that the Bissell isn't soft. It's got a full mouthfeel, but it's more oily and grainy feeling. It's not velvety like the Doubleganger is. But there's this yeasty, phenolic bite to it that's a little bit not astringent isn't the word, but it's like cleaning products. It has that yeast byproduct thing that I'm starting to not like as much. Like some Treehouse beers, it's too much for me. Sometimes they're not, but yeah, it really sticks out. I have a friend who said it reminds him of peanuts. I think it kind of reminds me of circus peanuts, those fake banana flavored candies that I don't really like. So yeah, I'm getting a little tired of Treehouse. Honestly, I might go there less. Even though this is quite old, it's well over a month old, this might suit my taste more. And I wonder if it doesn't even seem that more muted than the Doubleganger. Let's get more Doubleganger in the glass. Yeah, that banana quality, it's just like overripe bananas and overripe peaches and it feels really nice, but there's, and astringency, I don't know if it's the yeast byproducts is making this weird kind of, it's bitter finish, but it's not bitter in like super piney, sappy, bitter hops. It's something that's coming from the yeast that makes the finish just not as pleasant, honestly. I am more of a Nothing Gold fan, I think, actually. And now I'm noticing that there is a little bit of a old hop quality creeping into this beer. It's not quite oxidized yet, but there's something that's leafy, almost piney when this beer isn't really piney when it's fresh. Especially having it next to this one that's quite fresh. And it seems like the Doubleganger is the darker one, maybe. I don't know. They do look really similar. So I'm going to go with Nothing Gold is what I like more. Even though I've often been like, oh, Doppelganger was one of my favorites whenever I had it from Treehouse. But the Doubleganger is supposed to be better. It's really good, but I don't know. It's just how their yeast ends up interacting with the hops in the beers isn't always my favorite. But the feel was always great. Maybe this batch is slightly off. But I wonder what other people think. I should stop rambling. Goodbye.